My name is Jim Anderson, and I'm the designer of the Pipesitter fishing chair. I'd like to introduce our new fishing chair. We call it the Pipesitter, and this is the model 2.0. You notice here that it's attached to the dock's pipes. These pipes hold the dock up and all the way along. You can attach the chair to any one of the pipes. Now, you notice how it's designed. The chair can rotate all the way around 360 degrees around the pipe and then backward started. And this we call the seat, and the seat can also rotate 360 degrees around the pipe. This is called the footrest. And when you get in the seat, you want to be comfortable. So you can, here you're sitting now with your feet resting on the footrest. Then over here we have rod and reel, or you could have another one of these and use it for a fishing net. So now we will just this little device up here is this is called the rotator. See that when you're sitting in the seat and you're out over the water, you'd like to have some way of getting the chair back over the dock again. Get out over the water the way you want to be, and then fish. Now I want to rotate back and rotate back over the dock, and it's done simply like that. And now your feet are over the dock. Okay, now one of the things we're real proud of on this chair is kind of the simplicity of the design and the ruggedness of the design. You could put somebody in here that weighed 500 pounds. It wouldn't matter a bit. But now first I want to tell you, I mentioned this is called the rotator. And the rotator attaches, this is all part of the pipe that holds the dock up. But now we will take the rotator off. The device I'm using here is called a Allen head wrench. See? Very simple. The whole rotator, this is what you use to rotate around the pipe. Put yourself out where the big fish are biting. Here we have a washer that sits between this sleeve, support sleeve. The support sleeve holds the whole chair up at whatever height above the dock that you desire. But once you put the sleeve on, then you put this washer in place, and that reduces the friction as you try to rotate around the 360 degree circle. So now I'm going to put this all back together now. Some of you might want time how long it takes to do this. I'm going to put it right here. And now tighten that up. Doesn't take much time to tighten it up. And then just drop your washer, the friction washer, off like that. Okay, now we're going to put this back on. This slides over the pipe. Lower it down on top of the washer. Then you want to put the seat on. If you notice, the seat has a shaft coming out of the bottom, and it's all very durable material here. So now what I'm going to do is put that shaft that comes out of the bottom of the seat into the seat support pipe. And then we're going to all the way through there, and now we're down where we should be. Put the backrest up, and then you're free to sit back in again comfortably. The one last thing to put on is the rotator. And here we have the rotator, and so the rotator, just like the seat, is slides over the pipe. So now we take that and set that in place, tighten the sleeve like easily like that, and then we're going to put the rotator actuator here back on. There. And now and by the way, this thing can be set vertically or it could be horizontal, whatever you want. The umbrella is pretty important because you can be sitting out there in the rain fishing and enjoying it, and you can also be exposed to the sunlight. So now I'm just going to show you how this is done. Show you now. Now the umbrella is up, and so you can just use that to keep out of the rain and out of the sunshine. So that's the Pipesitter chair with the umbrella. We have this model PS for Pipesitter 1.5, and here we have the unit on a distributor a demonstrator base. So this all of this you see under here is not part of the chair. All that does is supports this pipe, and the features of the chair that I showed you out on the dock are identical to the features of this. The things that are different, I mentioned, is that this is a good sturdy cedar, and that replaces aluminum pipe with aluminum fittings, both that are very expensive. So here we have the footrest made up a little differently than the other one. Now, on this, I think it'd be worthwhile for me to take the seat off. You have to wiggle it a little bit like I'm doing. And then you can take the seat off. And now, if you look at this structure in here, this is the chair. And these pipes here are all steel. And this is all steel. This is steel. And this thing raises off of the pipe just like I showed you on the other one. Those are identical features, except we're using a coating that prevents the chair from rusting. These are options on the chair. This is for your fishing pole, and this one is for your net or whatever you want to use on it. It could also hold a table, that kind of thing. This is the rotator. And here you have the umbrella. Once more, this is 1.5" pipe. That's the inside diameter, but that's what the docks, many docks are made out of 1.5" pipe instead of using the more expensive 2-inch inside diameter pipe. So now I'll just put this on, and it's very easy to attach. Now we just put that down like it is here. And you kind of wiggle it down. Okay, then you can get on this chair just like you can on the other one. And put your feet on the footrest. And of course, here you have your rotator. The only problem here on the deck, we don't have room to rotate very far, but this rotates 360 degrees around the user's dock pipe. So this is our PS 1.5. If your dock was not a pipe dock, if it was manufactured in some other manner, there's another way you can use the chair. And we'll say this is a rail of the dock, and you could just lower a pipe down, like an 1.5-inch pipe, or perhaps it'd be a little better to use a 2-inch pipe. Lower it down, and you could pound it if you wanted to into the sand, and then put a little bracket here to hold this in place. So now you have the pipe, and it's held in place by the bracket, and you can then slide the chair onto it just like we do here, and be able to use this fishing chair even though you're not presently using a pipe dock. I'm very pleased with the way things have worked out, and it's a very, very safe chair to use, and I think you're all going to be very happy to own one. It's been my pleasure to talk with you, and I hope if you've recently purchased one and you're using one that you enjoy it, and I'm sure you will. And we'll always be here to answer any questions. Thank you.